I'd like to welcome you to the Supervision of Peer Workforce Conference and introduce our Chief Executive Officer, Ruth Hollman from SHARE, who's going to give you a few remarks.
Good morning or afternoon or evening, depending on where you're coming from. And welcome to the Supervision of Peer Workforce Conference. This is the second one we're doing. We're trying to do them every 2 years. And this is brought to you by, because of a grant from SAMHSA to the state of California, and then to us, and that's why we've been able to put it on for free. We hope you have a great day at the conference. All of the sessions are going to be recorded, so if you can't get to one, you'll be able to get to it later on in a when we post them to our website where they'll be recorded. And I can't tell you how important this topic is, because really, before we started our conference 2 years ago, very few people had really thought in a comprehensive way about how we supervise peer services and the difficulties in getting people who do not understand peer services to recognize the nuances in peer services, that supervision of peer services is not supervision of anything, that there are really important issues such as the peers being able to make friendships with people and to disclose and to have genuine relationships with people as opposed to professional relationships with people. And this has caused all sorts of difficulties when people not understanding this are supervising peers. So we really are happy to have you all here. We want you to participate. And as you know, this conference is free. And one of the reasons that we can make it free is because we can show funders that people participate and that it's worthwhile. And for that reason, at the end of every session, you will be getting an evaluation, and we ask you, as you know, they say there's no such thing as a free lunch, but we want, and that may be true, and the free lunch here is at the cost of doing the evaluations. And we want you to do sincere evaluations. We don't want you to just whatever, but please, at the end of every session, there'll be an evaluation, and we'd like you to fill that out. Okay, so with no further ado, I'm going to turn you back to Libby.
Hi, my name's Libby. Thank you, Ruth. I'm going to just talk a little bit about how this conference is going to work in terms of your attendance. We're really excited because we have a lot of registrants, 565 registrants from 33 different states, and I guess 4 different time zones. However, this conference, when you see a time in the schedule, it is Pacific time. So you'll need to add the number of hours depending on which time zone you're in to ascertain what time the presentation is at. We're not in a physical space, we're in a virtual space. So you have the option of attending any of the different presentations that are happening at a particular time. Right now it's 8:30, this is the welcome. So there's only one presentation at this hour, but at the top of the hour, 9 a.m. Pacific time, there'll be 4 different presentations that you can attend depending on what you're really interested in. They're all pretty great. I think you'll find some amazing stuff happening today. hopefully there'll be a little bit of something for everybody. So for example, if you look at the schedule, you'll see that there are different tracks and they're indicated by the names of the rooms: Serenity Room, Unity Room, Felicity Room, Tranquility Room. And as you go down, you see that separated out with different colors. So depending on which one you would like to attend, if you wanted to attend a peer lens on supervision, you're already in that Zoom account, so you can just stay right here and attend that session immediately after the welcome at 9 a.m. Or you can leave this meeting room and look at all of the different options and then choose the one that you would like to attend. The Zoom meeting ID is spelled out there along with the passcode to enter a particular session. And so if you're having trouble with the link, you can always just type it into Zoom. You can enter the meeting ID and the passcode and enter the room that way.
That's what these blue things are at the bottom there.
Yeah, these links at the bottom, which are in fairly small text, spell out the exact meeting ID and passcode. And if you mouse over it with your mouse or you hit Control click, you should be able to get directly into that Zoom using that link. And that's going to be true for all of the sessions that will take place today. There are 23 different sessions. So we have them starting at 9 a.m., 10:15, 11:30, 1:30, 2:45, and 4 o'clock. You can see that here in the afternoon, we have several sessions that are 2-hour sessions, and we'll go over from 2:45 until 5. And there is a break in between each session of about 15 minutes. So the 9 a.m. session will go till 10, then there's a 15-minute break, and you can come back in at 10:15. When you enter the session, there'll be a host from Share, someone like me with a background with the logo on it. So if you're trying to figure out who the host is, look for that symbol. You can always direct, if you're having some technical issues, you can always direct them with a direct message in the chat to go on with that. I notice here that we have a special speaker with us, so I would like to turn this over to Jason Robison, our Chief Program Officer, to make an introduction. Thank you, Jason.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Supervision of the Peer Workforce Conference. Really excited. And I want to introduce Ilana Ruth, who is with California's Department of Healthcare Services and has been instrumental in helping California orient and really prepare and begin the process of scaling the peer workforce, including the supervision of the peer workforce. And it is through the Department of Healthcare Services' real heavy lift here in supporting California with implementing California's peer certification process, which came through Senate Bill 803, and making sure that California has everything in place and is using evidence-based practices in peer services and implementation. And so, Ilana, thank you. Welcome, and I really, we'd love to hear from you.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate having an opportunity to greet everybody this morning. We really appreciate, and it's so exciting to see such a participation in such a valuable conference. I know that Share has such a high registration, and I really can only imagine that I think everyone in this conference will be able to walk away from this experience with some wonderful new information and new practices to incorporate in your work environment, I hope. So we, we with DHCS are super enthusiastic about all of the efforts that have been underway under all of our wonderful behavioral health workforce development granting programs. And of course, all of the efforts that everyone has been putting in to ready our state for the implementation of Senate Bill 803. So for the certification of peer support specialists to participate in the Medi-Cal program. And we think that it's going to be a really wonderful avenue for peers to be able to participate in a whole new level in our Medi-Cal system. So we're very grateful to share as a wonderful partner in this grant and all of the efforts that we have been putting out. It's also really exciting to see so many familiar faces on the list of participants in this conference. I really am so happy to see so many familiar faces and to get to know people who have been participating in so many levels to contribute for the development of Senate Bill 803 and shaping our supervision field for the peer supervisors who will be certified within our state. So I hope everyone enjoys the day, and thank you so much again for having us and letting us do a welcome to everyone this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Ilana.
Thank you so much, Ilana, Jason, and Ruth, for these introductions. It is really exciting for us to be here, I have to say. We've had quite a team working on this, and we're hoping that you'll have a really great experience.